Hey guys, happy fall. I just got back from a wedding this weekend, so my voice is still kind of gone and I'm just run down from travel, but knock on wood, we aren't officially sick yet. I hope it stays that way. Clearly, this title seems very clickbaity, but all of it is true. So this plus more, this video, I have to say this will probably be one of my most dramatic videos ever. It's actually really funny because a year ago I posted, I don't know if it was a September reset or an October reset, but it was a reset that said like reset with me after the worst summer of my life. And I will say that one still holds the record of worst summer of my life, but this one, close second. She was runner up. So let's go in chronological order. Pretty much, I think the last upload I have is of the Lavender Festival, which was the second to last weekend of July. And now it is the last day of September, so it's been some time. Essentially, I spent the whole summer getting sick, barely recovering, and traveling, mostly for work, a couple times for fun, and then getting sick again immediately after. So I have not been well in a long time. I guess a rundown of August and September. In August, I went to Pittsburgh for work for our big sales meeting. Afterwards, I got home, and then I went to Toronto for a weekend with Kenan, and we visited one of my coworkers who lives up there, and it was so fun. We got to meet his wife, and we hung out with them, and it was a great time. It was like their going away party. We got back, and then I started to try Wegovy. I was gonna make a whole video about that, but I took the first shot. I was terrified. I started feeling really weird, and I thought it was just my body reacting to the Wegovy. And then I proceeded to be insanely sick for 2 full weeks before I went to the hospital. I thought I was having a reaction to the Wegovy, straight up, because it was literally like I took the shot and a few hours later I started feeling bad, and the badness did not stop. I was having fevers every night that would sort of go away during the day, but then I'd have these like really bad migraines where I wouldn't be able to look at my computer screen and work. And I was severely dehydrated. I was sweating like crazy. And this is the weirdest part, in my opinion. My sweat changed smell. This sounds absolutely insane and is totally unrelated to everything else. But I have noticed now that my sweat smells different after getting sick. And it is so jarring to me. I'm like, that sickness fundamentally changed my internal makeup. Terrifying. Anyways, so I was super sick on and off for like a week, but I wasn't throwing up. And then I started throwing up. And I couldn't keep anything down for 2 days. And then it turned into 3 days. And number one, fuck my doctor's office, because I called them like 3 times during this and they never called me back. They've given me nothing but problems since this summer. So boo, we hate them. So I called the doctor's office. No one could talk to me, I guess. And then I called my insurance helpline that has like a nurse on 24/7. I was like, should I go to the hospital? And she was like, I don't think so. But then she proceeded to ask me questions that I answered already, like multiple times on our conversation. So I was like, I don't trust this woman's opinion. So sorry. And then a few hours later, I was like, it's just for the best. I should go to the hospital. And thank God I did, because what I thought was just a reaction to Wegovy ended up being acute hepatitis, which is not something I knew you could get. They said hepatitis and I almost passed out because I was like, this is like a lifelong problem that I now have to deal with. What? I'm vaccinated. How did I even get that? But you can apparently have acute hepatitis that you pick up from contaminated water or food. So we think I might have picked it up either in Pittsburgh or Toronto. We were sharing a sketchy Airbnb with like 4 other people in Toronto that I never saw, but we all shared the same bathroom. So I do think that is probably the highest likelihood. Or Pittsburgh, who knows? Anyways, I went to the hospital. They didn't keep me overnight. They just ran a bunch of tests and labs, gave me a bunch of medicines, found out I'm allergic to a new medicine. Fun. Added it to the list. What else? We did that. We got home. Not 2 days later, Kenan himself got very, very sick. He ended up with bronchitis, we think. And so that was rough because then I took care of him and he was not doing well and I was barely doing okay. So we were on the struggle bus for the end of August in this household. And then September started. We were both starting to feel better. My father was diagnosed with cancer. And we found that out right before we went to Toronto. And thankfully it was minuscule. It was very small. It was like stage 1. And he lives in New York. So he went to like one of the best cancer hospitals in the US. Thankfully that is just in New York. And he got it taken out a couple weeks ago on a Wednesday. So we were feeling better. That happened and I was happy that like that was taken care of. It was very hard to go through this summer, like knowing that was happening, but knowing I didn't have time or opportunity to go home. So that sucked really bad. But as of right now, he's healing well, knocking on wood. He's doing good. And yeah, so the Tonester's back up and running. A week ago, Kenan and I decided to break up. Our futures just weren't matching up. And we'd had a conversation about it many, many times. We've been talking about our future for the last 6 months or so. So that has also been an undercurrent of the summer and my anxiety revolving around that. And that truly like weighed on me so much. And that was my first breakup ever. We were together just about 4 years. It's been hard. It has not been... This summer sucked really bad. I mean, nobody died this time, which is the reason why it's not getting the worst summer ever title. However, very close second. So in the week since Kenan broke up, we had to go to a wedding together. And that was, honestly, the wedding was beautiful and it was a great time. Now that we are back home, it's time to prioritize what my future is gonna look like. Really think about my next steps and like my time here in Colorado, finishing it out. I have almost 100% decided I'm going back to New York. Just because 90% of my friends are there. I have some really wonderful close friends here in Colorado. However, most of my support network is back in New York with my family. And after the stuff with my dad, not being able to be there really like weighed down on me. I was like, if anything happens again like this, I need to be there. Along with, I have one set of grandparents still, and they're still alive. However, I need to be near them. You know, it's not gonna last forever, and I have to enjoy what time I can. And I think I knew deep down that I really wanted to move back to New York for a while. However, that was not a possibility for this relationship. So I had been not really exploring that. And so one thing that has helped me since the breakup is just telling my friends and then reconnecting with the idea of a future in New York and like being able to see so many of them again and be in close proximity and like all of the exciting things that wait there for me and being near my family again and all of the sad parts and the hard parts we will get through. So I'm just looking forward to try and not dwell in the now. We broke up on a Friday and this Saturday I canceled my plans. I sat there and I cried all day. It was a new and unique kind of pain that I had never felt. So bad that I literally have a sad playlist for such an occasion. I have collected many sad songs over the years that I have listened to at the end of situationships, but God, it did not hurt the same way. And I listened to 2 songs and I couldn't handle it. It felt like an actual like piercing through my heart. So Saturday, the day after, was truly the worst. It was a struggle. But the next day I did have more plans and I didn't cancel those. And that helped me feel better. I got to talk to people in person. Kenan even came because obviously my friends are his friends here. We've mainly made just like couple friends. So he showed up a little bit after and everything is fine. We are on good terms. We currently live together. We, as of right now, are planning on living together until the end of the lease, which is not until May. So we have a solid, what is that? October, November, December, 8 months. 7 months? 7 to 8 months of time in Colorado. And so that feels like a good sufficient amount of time for me to wrap up my chapter here, do the things I actually like really want to do in Colorado, but I haven't yet just because I've been busy like living normal life. You know, like make some great memories with my friends and really just enjoy the time I have here. We are going to start living in separate rooms. Kenan works a lot anyway, so it's not like we saw each other super frequently. That's not to say it isn't weird. It sucks and it hurts. But we are getting through it. We are determined to make it through as friends just because we do love each other so much. And the way it ended, it just like, it doesn't mean we didn't have feelings for each other and love each other so much. We just knew it was best in the long run for us, which is very hard to accept in the current moment. Yeah. So that's what's been going on. That's why I disappeared for 2 months. I feel like I'm prone to disappearing for a month and coming back with some crazy stuff. I feel like this is probably my craziest lore drop yet. I've been joking because my therapist went on maternity leave back in July. I've been joking that she's gonna have the most insane first callback. I'm so sorry, girl. I did tell her a little bit and ask her to hook me up with a temporary therapist for like the interim. And she did, so I have another appointment, like my first real appointment with her is tomorrow. Yeah. My friends truly like are getting me through this, and I have just been shown so much kindness and love, and I like can't say how much I appreciate it. I love every single one of my friends to the moon and back. Even when they're dealing with their own shit, they're stepping in to try and help me with mine, and I can't thank them enough for it. Both my friends here as well as in New York and elsewhere. Yeah, so I'm definitely feeling a lot of love, and they're just just so kind, and I am so grateful. That's all of my big updates, I think. I am officially moving back to New York, whether that be at the end of the lease or a little earlier. I will be living at my parents' house for a bit of time. They graciously allowed me to come back and stay in their basement for however long I need. So we'll see how long that actually is. However, as I've talked about a million times on this channel, money has been so tight and stressful ever since I moved out, really. I moved out and I was 22 and dumb and opened a bunch of credit cards and spent a bunch of money thinking I was, you know, cool and adult, and now I'm dealing with the repercussions. I tried the no buy year. I stuck to it for about 5 months, and then life got insane and here we are. But now I'm officially back on the no buy grind in the sense of I'm obviously not buying new house stuff. I don't want to buy new, like, I'm going to try and limit the things I buy from here on out until I move to New York again, just because like why buy a bunch of shit I will need to move. I'm going to be doing massive declutters, like with the framing of I'm going to be living in my parents' basement for the foreseeable future. There's so much shit I have to get rid of that just like I don't need, you know? And so I will definitely be documenting that. My life is just sort of like a right now. I still have a lot of travel coming up for the rest of the year. I really said fuck it and leaned into it. One of my besties, Mackenzie, who you know, she's been on the channel. She's been on the channel since I first started this way back in whenever. I'm doing a surprise visit to her, a surprise to me. She essentially bought me a plane ticket and was like, come out to San Diego and escape your routine while you're going through this crazy time. And I was like, thank you. You're the best. I love you so much. So I'm going to go spend a week in San Diego with her. It's the week of Indigenous Peoples Day. So we both have a day off together at the very least. And then I'll just work remotely from her classroom. I'm very excited about that. I'm going home in November briefly. for my grandparents' 60th anniversary. And then on top of that, Kenan and I already had our London trip booked. As I've mentioned, I haven't mentioned it too much on this channel, but we were supposed to take a 4th anniversary trip to London the week of Thanksgiving, the week of our 4th anniversary. And we're still doing that, except now, obviously, it's more of a friend trip. We just both really want to go. There's so much stuff I want to do there. I've been to London twice. One, I literally just hopped on a bus from London. Like, I landed in the London airport, I slept in an Airbnb, I hopped on a bus, and I went elsewhere. And then the second time this is technically the first time, whatever, timelines. I went in high school, and I was sick for the London sightseeing day. Like, we had 2 of them, and I missed one because I was sick from a whole mess on the airplane. And essentially, I didn't get to see Big Ben. I didn't see the Buckingham Palace. I did not see, like, the main sights of fucking London. I did see, like, the London Tower the next day and the London Eye. But I haven't seen, like, the main things. So I was like, I'm seeing that shit. I'm going. There's so much theater in London I want to see right now. London has museums filled with stuff stolen from all over the world. And quite a few things I have done projects on, so I want to see them. And I want to see them in real life. And all their museums are federally funded, so they're free. So there's just plenty of stuff I want to do there. And Kenan also wants to go. The alterations will be that I'm following my itinerary and doing absolutely everything I want to do. And he's coming along for what he wants to, and then we'll just go do whatever else he wants whenever he wants. We are just not bound to each other. There are some reservations that were specifically made under our relationship, in the sense of, like, we're going to Edinburgh for what would have been our anniversary. A bunch of shit booked with, like, the, like, little, like, anniversary reason in the notes for the reservation. So maybe that'll get us some free stuff at the very least. Yeah. So that's gonna happen. We will be there together. Like I said, we're on great terms. We are friends, and we will continue to be friends. So it'll just be that kind of trip. We'll just be friends on a trip together. It's gonna be a little weird, but it is what it is, and we both want to go. And then I'm coming home for Christmas. So lots of travel coming in the upcoming months. We're gonna be busy. And yeah, currently, like I said, the plan is to stick out the lease here until May. However, once we hit the new year, I'm going to reevaluate and see how we're doing here. Obviously, it's not going to be like we just break the lease and then we're messing with stuff. I would probably just move back to my parents' basement, pay the rent here, so Kenan still has a place to live and is not just, you know, out on the streets. And then I'd fly back and we'd move out whatever else needs to be moved out. But yeah, that's where we're at. I feel like I've always been very open with the vlog, you guys. So why not be open about this now and be very transparent? Because I have missed talking to you so much, but I genuinely have been so anxious and depressed and literally sick over the past few months that I have not had the energy to do anything. I have read like 3 books and that's it. And I don't know, I lost all my hobbies, and then with this big life switch up, it has been really sad. But now that I have like a future goal that I'm working towards of like going back to New York, I do have a sense of motivation I didn't have before. Like, a weight has been lifted, questions are answered about the future that I've been thinking about for months, and just didn't want to face the answer to. So that's where we are. This is very loosely a reset in the terms of like, I haven't set goals in a while, but now I do want to set some goals, really plan out the next few months, especially because I'm just doing it for me now, you know, like I'm not, no offense to Kenan, but I don't have to take anybody else's plans into consideration, really. It's just what I want to do when I want to do it, and just trying to live my life fully for myself again, which is hard, but exciting. So that's where we're at. I'm gonna stop talking because like I said, my voice was already half gone and I feel it going even quicker. So I'm gonna sit down, I'm gonna set some goals. And then I'm probably also going to clean. I took my medicine. I switched my medicine as well. So that also has been changing things in my brain. I'm now on Prozac. And I definitely think that helped with some stuff. I'll talk more about that in the future because we're still upping my dose and we're still like finding the right mix. But yeah, just another fun update to toss in. Anyways, there will be some cleaning, there will be some goal setting, there will be some discussion of more future plans, but yeah. Thank you for always being here for me. Thank you for sticking around even when I'm not uploading for like a month or two at a time. I sincerely appreciate it, and to know I have this like group of people I can just come talk to about life and, you know, share updates with, and like you share your updates with me truly means the world. It means the world in a way I cannot describe. And I've been so excited to like come back to YouTube whenever I was ready. And now I do finally feel ready enough to talk about everything that has happened and discuss the future. So thanks. I love you. Also, I don't know, can you hear this? If you can hear that, that's my chair squeaking. It's not me farting. I so swear to God. I just realized I've been doing this like a lot and it sounds like farting, but it's not, I promise. And if you can't hear it, completely ignore me. Let's get going. As we decide on some goals, I'm gonna just do rest of the year goals, you know? I feel like, no, I wanna start doing monthly resets again. They keep me on a schedule and that feels good. But let's look at the August goals that we never got to and I never reviewed with you. One was save $500. Did not do that. Don't buy any new clothes. What do we describe as new? I think in my head I meant like off a website. And in that case, I'm really unsure. I'm going to say no, I didn't do that just in case. And if I did, wonderful, but whatever. Read 5 books. No. Declutter. No. No. Didn't do intentional movement twice a week. Create a habit tracker. No. This is the library. No. So I didn't do anything for my August goals. To be fair, I was going through it. So, well, this journal is just past half finished. Iconic. Let's do some October goals. How many books do we think we can read? I need to do something that isn't too aggressive. But I want to reach 100 books by the end of the year. And the new Warrior Cats book is... Oh, no, the new Warrior Cats book doesn't come out till November. Let's say 4 books. That sounds like a challenge, but also a doable one. I also really specifically need to get through my physical library, especially now that I'm moving across the country again, because I can't take all of these. I don't need to take all of these. I really need to downsize, and so I need to read as many of them as possible. And I tend to only keep books I love anyways, and then try to get rid of the rest. I feel like that's a good goal, is to try and do at least half my books physically that I own from here on out. I have yet to switch over my summer clothes to my winter/fall clothes, so I need to do that and declutter in the process. That probably will be a part of this. I feel like just moving from place to place within the same state, I'm like, oh, I should keep it. I should hold on to things, like, just in case, because it's not crazy. But when your move takes multiple days and crossing like thousands of miles, and then you're moving into a smaller space, it's really putting in perspective for me of like, I don't need this. I really don't need this. I should get rid of this, that type of thing. So I want to upload at least 2 videos. I would love to upload more. I just got to be realistic just in case. And same thing, I want to post at least 2 fun Instagrams. I want to do, obviously, more things alone, but I also want to save money. I need to switch my gym membership. So I have like a Colorado specific gym. I just got to switch that back to Planet Fitness because it's cheaper, and also then I could transfer that a lot easier whenever I do leave. I keep thinking about that and forgetting to do it. Honestly, I feel like that's 5 goals. That's good to get back into it. These are things I'm hopeful, very hopeful I can accomplish, and that don't seem too scary. So we have read 4 books, at least 2 of them physical from my library. Switch out my summer clothes and declutter while I'm at it. Upload 2 YouTube videos, upload 2 Instagrams, and switch my gym membership. I absolutely need to clean my room first. My room is a pit of disaster, just from the traveling, and then I spend a lot of time in there because it's just more comfortable and it doesn't smell like dog piss. Unlike my living room, because my dog is a disaster man. He's a chaos demon. So I need to clean up my room first. I'll show you really quick what it looks like so you get an idea of how horrible it is. But don't read too much into it. Don't look too close. Okay, like I wasn't kidding. It's a bit yuck right now. So I gotta get on this. That's clean at the very least. That's clean laundry. Not. Obviously have to get through my suitcase. This is stuff I'm getting rid of. I don't know why I just left it there, but I did. And yeah, so we're gonna do that. Also, the closet isn't looking horrible. However, I do feel the chaos of this all. And I know that organizing it will help me have more peace of mind. So definitely gotta do that. These are my fall purchases from Old Navy. I got this sleep jumpsuit that, I'm not gonna lie, just seemed like really comfortable. It's literally just a jumpsuit, and it's really freaking soft. And then I've wanted to try the little studded shoe trend for a while, like the belted black flat shoe. And there's this really cute pair at Target for $35. that I've been having my eye on. I was waiting for like some money to clear up and, you know, be able to do it. But then I saw these on Old Navy and they were on sale for like 20 something. Does it tell me? They were on sale online for, you know, whatever, because they do like 30% off all the time. And so I got these and I was like, those are so cute, and they're so close to the Target pair that yes, I will absolutely take the cheaper version. I just really like the patent leather and the buckles. Hi, it's quite a bit later. The lighting obviously is worse. I ended up taking a nap. My body is just really freaking exhausted, I guess. And I have lasagna in the oven for dinner. I have like 45 minutes until that's ready, and I got a second wind. I just watched Samantha Joe's cleaning vlog, and that always motivates me. So we're gonna do this area now and get rid of all the garbage. Okay, after looking up the weather, it's going to be in the 80s for the next like week at least. And then I'm going to San Diego. So like it feels like it actually just makes sense to leave the summer stuff here until I come back from San Diego, which is going to be like literally almost the end of October, which is whack. But seems like it makes the most sense. So I'm going to leave it alone for now. We're not going to mess with the closet. I did just pick up stuff on the floor. I tried to clean up this part. I'm gonna get rid of these boots. I bought them 2 years ago. 2 years. I was sitting in my closet and they haven't been worn, so it's time to go. Yeah. I now have 20 minutes until my lasagna is ready. So I'm just gonna finish off here. And yeah, I did a lot of chatting in the beginning. I assume this video is probably decently long. Thank you for listening. Thank you for being there. And I hope to be back on YouTube a lot more frequently now. I have to catch up on so many Friends videos. Just 2 people I want to shout out in general. Marie, it's Marie B, Marie Vlogs. She is the sweetest. We became friends this year. She just bought a house. She's filming such exciting content that I need to catch up on, but please go check her out. And Valentina, as always, Valentina's V Diaries. Those are my 2 bestie internet friends, and they've both been putting up such amazing stuff, and I would love for you to go check out their channels, please. Yeah, that's what I got for you. I love you. I will hopefully be seeing you very soon. Bye-bye.